Good afternoon. I hope everybody's staying safe. Welcome to a long overdue and very important episode of Turk TV. Normally about me being an ass about sports. But this is a much more important message that I hope people share. And I hope people look at. And I hope people recognize what we need to do. I haven't been on since pre-coronavirus. And our country has gone through and still going through a lot with that. And there's questions of its legitimacy or not. Well, I know 3 people have died from it, so I know it's legit. How many people are going to die? How many contagious? I don't know. We're going to find that over the course of time. And then we have issues following that, issues of frustration, poverty, people losing jobs, people losing their livelihoods, getting $1,200, which scratches your ass for a couple of weeks, and that's about it. And then we have further issues with the disgusting murder of Mr. George Floyd at the hands of a Minnesota police officer, and other racial injustices which have been happening in this country since before I was born, which I've seen in my lifetime, which I continue to see in the year 2020. It's not one-sided either. The system is more geared against the African American, so that is the bigger plight, but racism exists everywhere. I myself have been racially discriminated against as a white guy when I used to deliver in my truck into places like East New York, Harlem, West Philly, before I got my current job. And I'd be cursed at and told to get out the hood and white motherfucker and this and that. So it's not one-sided. And maybe from the end of the black man, it has validity because of what has happened over the course of 400 years in this country. And over the course of 400 years, obviously it's gotten better, but it's still not where it needs to be. My brothers still feel the pain. And then we get to the riots, and we get to what's going on in our cities, and the looting and the destroying and the stealing. It's amazing how well blacks and whites can work together when they're looting and stealing shit. Look at the videos. Most of them millennials. Mix of black, white, Asian. Some older folk, but most younger. If you look at the videos and you look closely, you can pretty much judge that the majority of the crowd is probably under the age of 22. You get some OGs in there. Opportunistic criminals who see an opportunity. And that's all these riots have been about. It's been about opportunistic criminals taking advantage in vain of the name of George Floyd. They are not, I repeat, they are not the protesters. They are not the ones that want system change. They are not the ones fighting for your freedom. They'll use that as an excuse, but that is not what's going on. Our cops are outnumbered. You're going to get the military in the streets eventually, and the bodies are going to drop. And it's not going to get better. I'm making a call to arms. Citizens of the United States, black, white, Asian, Latino, European, whatever the fuck you are. And I don't care what you are. If you're American, I'm part of only one race, man, the human race. We all must join protesters with cops, citizens with protesters, and defend our towns and cities and get rid of the lawlessness infecting us right now. And I myself, along with others, will stand with you and fight for these changes that should have happened so long ago, that are so systematically bad and needs to change. Places like Minnesota, where the police department has court rules that they don't have to disclose officers' records until it's too late. Where defend the badge has been the primary mantra forever amongst police departments. That has to change. The good cops have to expose the bad cops. And believe me when I tell you, there are way more good cops than bad cops. And they've been taught since the academies to defend the badge and deal with our problems later. That can't be anymore. You see a cop out of line, you got to be a cop with him. If you don't all stand and unite now and fight the lawlessness and the looters and the rioters together, arm in arm, and show them white, black, Asian, Latino can all come together in something besides criminal activity, you are spelling the end of our way of life. Our way of life needs to be fixed. Go live somewhere else in the world and tell me this isn't the better option, that this isn't the fixable one. I want to hear you tell me that. You want to change leadership? You don't like the president? Then go fucking vote and stop being a pussy about it. And don't be bored or, I couldn't get out the house today. Don't give me none of that, man. I've heard people put up, Trump's creating a dictatorship. No, he's not. There's still a fucking election. You want to change it? Go change it. You want to change your local leaders? Go vote. Nobody voted in New York City last term. Hey, look how good de Blasio's doing. None of you voted. You deserve him right now because none of you voted. I'm calling you to arms to defend the United States of Americans. This call goes to every citizen, business owner, legitimate protester, police officer, anyone who believes in what we should become. We must put down the lawlessness and the rioting so then we could proceed to put down the lawlessness within the system and fix what's broken. My heart is bleeding. I hurt as I watch this. I will go stand out there myself. I will walk with you. I will fight with you. But if you kill me, I can't save you. We all need to save each other. We all need each other. Black and white need to forget the past, and we have to look forward to what can be the new future. This has been a long time coming, but it's gone on long enough. All business owners, citizens of the United States of America, take back your cities starting tonight. Walk in the streets arm in arm and show them they will not do this anymore. Say no more. Everybody needs to hear this. Every legitimate citizen will agree with it. Anyone who doesn't, you're part of the problem, not the solution. I've been a football coach for a long time, and I grew up as a football player, and I learned at a very early age that black men, like white men, have dreams, aspirations, hopes, pain, suffering, joy, love. They're just like us, you fucking morons. And to my brothers, let your people know we're just like you. That old guard is getting old now and they're dying and times are going to change. But we can't wait no more. We have to change it now. It starts with taking back our cities and towns. And then we get rid of the corruption and the bad systems like Minnesota, where they can protect an officer and not put his records forward to show that he had 18 violations. Then we make sure the courts ain't profiling no more. If you're a criminal, you're going to get it. If you're not, you don't deserve it. We need to all stand together. We need to unite, and we need to do it now. It can't wait. If you see this and you sit home while your town or city is being looted, and you have no pharmaceuticals for your mom, and you have no food to buy because your grocery store is burnt down, you have nobody to blame but yourself. This has been Turk TV, and this is Hurt.